Welcome to this training video by HAG Ltd. as an approved REBA continuing professional development training provider and part of their providers network. The purpose of this video is to educate you further and build on your existing knowledge on the topic of fire protection products, so you will be confident in applying this up-to-date information into your daily work in specifying fire protection products. We will cover various solutions to fire and smoke protection, including fire shutters, fire curtains, fire protection steel doors, and smoke curtains. We will look at how these products are used to prevent significant fire and smoke damage in the event of fire and the associated regulations and legislation. We will talk about the ways in which you can use these products to meet these legal requirements. We will detail the technical difference between the products, as well as bespoke specifications and aesthetics. Moving on to accessibility, sustainability, and energy performance. We will advise you on both how to specify the right product for the right application, inappropriate applications, discuss long-term maintenance before concluding the training and moving on to the assessment questions to check your understanding of what we have covered. As a second-generation family business, HAG continues to value the foundations that were originally laid down in 1983. Our committed team work together to provide high quality of workmanship, reliability, and integrity. We specialise in a wide variety of door solutions in the following areas: security, fire, automatic, and environmental doors. As a respected manufacturer and installer, we take pride in all the stages of our work, from the design of a door system, manufacturing, through to the installation and commissioning, ensuring that the same high standards are consistent throughout the process. Delivering consistency in workmanship has made HAG the preferred supplier for many of the UK's emergency services, including the UK Fire and Rescue Services, NHS, Police and Coast Guard. We have developed into a major influence across the door industry and are a well-respected company both technically and professionally. Our experienced and fully trained engineers cover the entire UK, and we are also an international supplier, having shipped products to St Helena, the most remote island in the world, St Lucia, Nigeria, Bahrain, and many other places around the world. As members of the Door and Hardware Federation, Automatic Door Suppliers Association, Safe Contractor and Construction Line, HAG is committed to providing a superior level of service and adhering to all associations' codes of conduct. Our products are mainly constructed using British source materials where possible, and our fire protection products are independently tested by a third party, Warrington Fire. We are one of a very limited number of specialist installers in the UK to hold Warrington Fire's highly sought after FireS certification for fire roller shutters and installation of fire protection products. Our system design service can help end users and architects integrate built-for-purpose doors and shutters. Our team will work with you to gain an understanding of the type of door system required, helping us to produce a design that meets security needs, expected usage and cycle, aesthetics, safety requirements, and your budget. By providing access to technical specifications and drawing on our website, and with HAG's core products and information being found on REBA Product Selector and the NBS and the National BIM Library, HAG strive to offer architects the information they need to ensure their designs are accurate and the most suitable product has been selected. Our experience in assisting a variety of industries with the installation and maintenance of their doors and shutters enables us to offer architects advice on appropriate applications and integrated systems for any premises. Choosing to work with HAG during your design process gives architects access to a range of high-quality products suited for internal and external use that complement aesthetics and meet technical requirements. HAG operate 24/7, 365 days a year across England, Wales and Scotland. We provide a skilled service and repair engineers who are qualified to NVQ Level 2 to provide responsive and effective solutions. As one of the prominent companies in the industry, we are in a capable position of providing our customers with a complete range of products to span their entire requirements. We offer a one-stop shop approach, not just being able to provide interior or exterior products or only a limited product range. This means less work for you with one supplier dealing with more of your needs. We have experience in providing solutions as part of airports, schools, office refits, shopping centres, new build in commercial and residential settings, industrial and distribution centres. HAG are proud to have been part of a wide variety of projects around the world and working as a trusted partner with leading construction companies. Our work includes many high-profile developments, such as the Shard in London and the new testbed facility in Derby for Rolls-Royce, where we designed and installed two 15-metre shutters. Our engineers battled against snow and freezing conditions that often dropped to minus 20 degrees Celsius on top of Mount Snowdon whilst installing new roller shutters and steel doors. We have worked with zoos and safari parks to secure their giraffe and elephant enclosures and provided roller shutters to mobile COVID test sites across the UK during the COVID-19 pandemic that began in 2020 around the world. If you need help or advice, talk to the door specialists, HAG. We are always here to talk through your needs. Find us at www.hag.co.uk and check out our latest news and industry news on social media. You'll mainly find us on LinkedIn. Please feel free to follow us. Amongst the basic principles of fire protection, there are the prevention of the fire occurring, providing fire compartmentalisation, providing safe escape routes, providing facilities for the emergency services to properly assess the situation, and providing adequate control and maintenance. To prevent fire, we need to assess the uses of materials in new builds and the installation of fire prevention systems. We need to ensure that a fire cannot develop quickly and so allowing people time to swiftly escape to a safe place. Fire compartmentalisation requirements are mandatory for buildings and structures over a specific size and with a specific function. These are determined by the size of the building, the layout of rooms within the building, and the maximum walking distance to a safe place. The principle of a safe escape route is to ensure that people can leave the current area that is under threat of both fire and smoke as quickly as possible in the safest way. Requirements may be set for the use of certain materials depending on their function and of course allowing for all safe escape routes to be obstacle-free. There are requirements to assist the emergency services on entering a building where fire is present. Accessibility, water facilities, a dry extinguishing pipe and visual access such as viewing panels in a fire or smoke curtain. Like everything, any fire prevention systems should be regularly tested, maintained and assessed for repairs to ensure their guaranteed correct working operation. As an employer, owner, landlord, occupier or act in any capacity of control over premises, such as facilities manager, building manager, managing agent or risk assessor, you're legally responsible for fire safety in a business or other non-domestic premise. This person is known as the responsible person. As the responsible person, you must carry out and regularly review a fire risk assessment of the premises. This will identify what you need to do to prevent fire and to keep people safe. With regular maintenance, your premises will be compliant to legal obligations like the current Health and Safety Act 1974, Regulation 18, which stipulates that all equipment should be suitable for its intended use, safe to use, in good repair, subject to a monitor or programme of maintenance. All doors must comply with the new British standards and certified to UKCA and CE standards in Northern Ireland. Failure to do so can result in prosecution or can invalidate your insurance and warranty. In the case of a health and safety inspection, you must be able to provide all relevant documents and plans for scrutiny. Fire protection is paramount in today's workplaces and industrial premises. It is one of the few things that takes precedence even over security. There are many factors for you to consider when specifying a fire shutter, fire curtains, fire protection steel doors or smoke curtains, covering both property and personnel protection. The Building Fire Strategy Report should be the first and most important element to review, as this will detail how the entire emergency procedure and safety devices will work together in the event of fire and evacuation. The following considerations are crucial when specifying: compartmental time required, main escape route required, performance requirement of the fabric including its heat integrity, smoke leakage and irradiance, and insulation. Government legislation changed in November 2019. All new fire products must be fire tested and compliant to the latest standard and CE mark as shown on screen. Products tested to the 2008 standard are prohibited by law. Fire curtains and fire shutters are manufactured in conjunction with the legislation shown on screen and are classified as a machine requiring the CE identification. It is essential that all fire protection products are independently tested to ensure that they meet the required standards and legislation. All our fire products are independently tested and certified by the international fire testing experts at Warrington Fire. Not only can you obtain certification for your products, but you can also gain independent certification for your knowledge and ability to install these products. Ensuring correct and visible signage is paramount. Where there is a fire protection product, there must be signage on both sides. The sign should clearly indicate that this is a fire door, for example. The keep locked sign should be present where applicable. Escape routes, including corridors and staircases, should be properly protected. For example, in any domestic dwelling which has 2 or more floors, any door which leads to the staircase must be indicated as a fire door. In summary, fire protection systems are not only legally required, but are extremely important in protecting property and lives of anyone residing or working in them. Not only do the right systems and products need to be put in place, but their regular inspection and maintenance are essential in ensuring their longevity, and that they are in good working order and continue to meet your needs and legal obligations. So how do you meet your legal requirements when it comes to fire prevention? Once your fire strategy has been completed by your fire officer, you will then be able to specify the correct fire shutters, curtains or steel doors to the correct performance levels. Now we can give examples of how these products differ. Fire shutter doors are designed to prevent the spread of fire, whilst also protecting your property, products and most importantly, the lives of the people on the premises. They also provide security over your building when in the down position. Uniquely, they can be a maximum of 10 metres wide. A fire curtain is designed to limit the spread of fire between different zones in a building to compartmentalise the fire. A smoke curtain is designed to restrict the flow of smoke to allow safe routes of escape, protected corridors, in the event of a fire. For this reason, they deploy from the ceiling to above head height in order not to impede the escape route. A fire and smoke curtain does both. Unlike fire shutters, the curtains are not a security device. This is essentially a fire curtain fitted with smoke seals. For this purpose, they deploy from ceiling to floor level. They need to be robust to withstand the heat and impact of the fire. Steel door sets help prevent the spread of fire, whilst also providing a high level of security. These differ from fire shutters as they are designed for pedestrian, high-frequency use and offer a more limited size. All these products must be deployed in an appropriate manner to meet the building's fire safety strategy. Some of your key considerations for any fire protection product would be width and height of the opening, frequency of use, features of operation, headroom requirements, aesthetics and finish, connection and integration to the existing fire system, security requirements. What do you need to help protect against fire, smoke or fire and smoke? Let's start with the fire shutters. It's important to note that government legislation changed in November 2019. All new fire shutters must be tested and compliant to the latest standards shown on screen. Products tested to the 2008 certification are prohibited by law. As previously mentioned, fire shutter doors are used to prevent the spread of fire and smoke and offer a high level of security. They are suitable for all establishments and settings and can offer optimum fire protection ranging from 1 to 4 hours, which can be integrated into existing fire and security alarm systems. A key consideration when specifying a bespoke fire shutter is the fire resistance level, integrity E value, and stated in minutes. The FRL is the ability of a fire shutter to withstand fire under test conditions for a certain period of time. Their effectiveness is rated on a scale of 60, 120 or 240 minutes fire rating, which represents the time it can prevent major damage to buildings. There are similar ratings for both the curtain products and the fire-rated steel doors. The key components making up a fire shutter are shutter curtain, guides, end plates, barrel, hood, finishes. The shutter curtains are constructed from curved steel laths, interlocked with a suitable steel end lock device. This keeps the curtain true and prevents unwanted movement in travel. The guides are formed from folded galvanised steel, and they vary depending on the size of the opening. The end plates are constructed from plate steel, sizes of which vary depending on the shutter width, height and fire rating. The barrel is the revolving axle on which the curtain rolls, and vary in size in the same manner as the end plates. The hood then forms a complete surround to the end plate, barrel and curtain construction to further enhance the integrity of the shutter. The main finishes are either galvanised steel, which can be electroplated at source, or hot dipped. Alternatively, you can choose to add powder coating, which is added on top. High quality powder coating creates a durable and long-lasting finish and colour. Fire shutters are precision engineered machines whereby comprehensive calculations will be used during the design process to ensure the correct amount of tolerance is factored in for expansion. This is essential due to the effects that heat would have on the metal in the instance of fire. All fire shutters must be compliant to the Regulatory Reform Fire Safety Order 2005. Which states that fire doors require mandatory servicing for optimum safety in the event of an accident. Due to regular checks, this ensures high-quality prevention from damage to your business. With regular maintenance, your premises will be compliant to legal obligations like the current Health and Safety Act 1974, Regulation 18, which stipulates that all equipment should be suitable for its intended purpose, safe to use, in good repair, subject to a monitor or programme of maintenance. All doors must comply with new European regulations, and failure to do so can result in prosecution and can invalidate your insurance and warranty. You must be able to provide all relevant documents and plans in the event of a health and safety inspection. Prior legislation did not classify a fire shutter as a machine and as such was not required to have a CE classification. However, under the new standards, which came into effect in November 2019, fire shutters are classified as a machine requiring the CE identification. With protection for up to 4 hours, it can save the lives of people within your property and considerably reduce the amount of damage sustained to the building and its contents. Fire shutter doors can act as both protection and as a deterrent to theft and vandalism. This increases your security plan to ensure your premises and stock, where applicable, to remain secure. Manufactured from galvanised steel, the shutters can be installed to the interior or exterior of your premises, between reveals or face fix. The fire shutter that you specify will depend on the size required. In general, a larger size will have a 3-phase outboard motor and be approximately 5 to 10 metres. Anything smaller would be a more compact version with a single-phase motor in the barrel. Both size options can be specified with integrity fire protection from 60 minutes, E60, 120 minutes, E120, 240 minutes, E240. The surrounding structure must match the specified fire/smoke product to maintain integrity. All systems come with an audio or visual alarm control panel. This takes the alarm signal from the mains alarm system or localised detectors and performs its closing protocols. In the event of a power outage, the system is backed up with its UPS or a self-release solenoid. This ensures that closure is not jeopardised by loss of power. The control panel comes with numerous other features, including a timer delay, 2-stage closure, and is fully programmable pre- or post-installation. As well as the automatic operating system, each shutter is provided with an operating controller, such as a key switch for daily operational use and for regular testing. Moving onward to curtains for both fire and smoke protection. Fire curtains and smoke curtains are designed to be used in doorways, hoistways, lift shafts, corridors and egress areas, where it is important for people in the buildings to be able to have a safe means to escape and for emergency services to be able to access rooms and areas quickly. There are many factors to consider when specifying a fire or smoke curtain. Once you have reviewed the building's fire strategy report, you should consider the following: compartmental time requirement, main escape route requirement, Performance. Requirement of fabric including its heat integrity, smoke leakage, and irradiance or insulation. Now we will discuss the key components of fire and smoke curtains and how they are constructed. Fire and smoke curtains usually have two galvanised steel side guide rails, which are 100mm by 50mm. The fire or smoke curtain assembly comprises of a box housing at a high level in which sits the shaft, tubular motor and wrapped curtain. The box is attached to channel section guides at each end. There would be two galvanised steel head plates that hold the shaft of the curtain. The sizing is dependent upon the height of the application. Smoke seals provide an all-round physical barrier to prevent smoke passing through the construction of the fire curtain. The barrel is the revolving axle on which the curtain rolls. A galvanised steel angle either side of the curtain, bolted together, forms a T-shaped bottom section to aid in the gravity drop of the curtain and provide a flat seal across the bottom or the floor. Curtains are typically made from a woven fiberglass material and stainless steel fabric with a coating of intumescent silicone, which is stored in a box above a doorway or hatch. Metal studs are sewn down the side of a fire or smoke curtain to ensure its correct position in the guide frames whilst in operation. Once triggered, the curtain descends, which slows the spread of fire and smoke. A curtain is closed by a combination of gravity and power to guarantee closure, referred to as GFS, or gravity failsafe. Fire curtains are held in the open position on a day-to-day basis, to close in the event of a fire with a pre-programmed closing protocol, which could be delayed drop, split drop, or immediate full closure. The surrounding structure must match the specified fire or smoke product to maintain integrity. All fire curtains and smoke curtains are performance tested, and the results are provided in three categories. Fire integrity, E. The curtain's ability to stop the spread of fire. The product is tested up to 1000 degrees Celsius and measured in minutes. Irradiance performance, W. This is the transference of heat generated by the fire and radiated to the non-fire side. It is the time in minutes for the radiation on the non-fire side to reach 15 kilowatt meters squared. Thermal insulation, I. The heat absorbed by the curtain, allowing the non-fire side to be touched without burning. This is also measured in minutes. The performance across these three categories determines the type of curtain fabric required, and is therefore important to be established in the first instance by building control or a fire strategy analyst. The fail-safe system utilises gravity as its primary closure protocol because gravity is a constant. Audio-visual alarms can be wired into the curtain's control panel. These provide flashing beacon and audible siren and can be located anywhere around or above the main curtain structure. A split or delayed drop system is designed to allow a temporary means of escape while still initially containing smoke. The curtain will drop in stages when this system is used. A beam sensor can be used to detect objects left in the path of the descending curtain that may well prevent its final closure and therefore integrity. If there are people needing to escape through the curtain following a live deployment, then an override switch called an ERB, emergency retract button, can be employed. This is optional. Once pressed, the switch will retract the curtain and then descend again when released. One optional specification for fire and smoke curtains is for top and or bottom translucent windows. These windows allow emergency services coming into the building in the event of a fire to see through the curtain without raising it or pushing it through, potentially saving the spread of fire as well as lives in the process. This overcomes the restriction of a more traditional fire and smoke curtain, where a fire safety officer or the emergency services can quickly assess where occupants are in the premises and lead them to safety. Headbox, guides and bottom rail are usually galvanised at source and can be powder coated as required to any standard RAL colour. Fire curtains are naturally silver grey or a charcoal finish, depending on specification. The various control options for fire and smoke curtains are audio or visual warning devices, emergency retract switches, split drop and delayed drop programs, beam sensors, and lastly, fire-rated steel door sets. Steel door sets can prevent the spread of fire whilst providing high levels of security. They can also be fitted with smoke seals to offer extra protection. It is important to note that smoke seals do not stop smoke, they limit its spread. These are bespoke products and can be specified with a range of fire integrity, E, from 60 to 240 minutes. These are fully customisable with a factory-fitted range of vision panels, hardware, finishes and ironmongery. All our fire-resistant steel doors are compliant to fire regulations BSEN 16034 and Certifire. Common uses for these steel doors include, but aren't restricted to, airports, schools, hospitals, retail units, train stations. These products comply to Document Part M Building Regulations 2004 and to the Disability Discrimination Act. They offer a U-value specification of up to 3.2 watts per metre square Kelvin. The main components that make up a door set are the door leaf, the door frame, door hinges, access and panic hardware, threshold, door closure and seals. All our steel door sets are made to measure and available in single, single and half or double leaf. The width and height ranges can be viewed on screen. Larger structural openings can be accommodated using side panels and over panels. The fire integrity, E, can be specified as 60, 120 or 240 minutes. There are various options for locking devices to suit your needs. These are standard manually operated doors and are supplied with fire-rated door closers in a silver finish for regulation compliance. The fire-resisting steel door set leaf has a thickness of 48 mm with an interior honeycomb core as standard. For superior thermal and acoustic insulation, rock wool may be specified as an option for external applications. U values of up to 3.2 watts per metre squared Kelvin are specifiable. The door frame is manufactured from 1.5 mm folded Magnalese steel with a fixed reveal. These are offered in type A, B, C, D or E frame options. They are supplied with a variable subframe to allow up to 30 mm tolerance for site installations. We can also offer various options to allow for internal and external installations around architraves. You may wish to specify bespoke glazing with a choice from a full range of vision panels. They are all in compliance to Document Part M Building Regulations 2004. In compliance with the Disability Discrimination Act, all our steel door sets are supplied as standard with 15 mm stepped visual threshold. The frame is fitted with 4 off-class 13 stainless steel ball-bearing hinges, with security dog bolts and 200 series panic hardware in a silver finish. These doors always come complete with fire-resisting door seals and, as standard, are offered with a premier finish or a choice of 75 standard powder coat colours. It is possible to specify several other RAL colours at additional cost. It is imperative that you should always follow guidance from your fire officer and refer to the fire plan for the building or premises that you are specifying for to ensure correct application of the most appropriate product. An example of an incorrect application would be using the incorrect integrity fire protection timing, specifying E60 60 minutes instead of E120 120 minutes. Alternatively, it could be incorrectly specifying a fire curtain instead of a fire shutter when you are wanting to secure the area as well as protect against fire. Like with all mechanical doors, it is important to make sure your doors, shutters and curtains are regularly serviced. According to Regulation 5 of the Workplace Health, Safety and Welfare Regulations 1992, all powered doors must be checked at regular intervals as appropriate by inspection, testing, adjustment, lubrication, repair and cleaning. If you are the owner of a property, you must comply with certain laws to prevent the spread of flames or smoke. According to Regulatory Reform Fire Safety Order 2005, all emergency doors must be regularly serviced. According to the Local Government Association, failure to provide adequate fire safety measures can be punished by a fine, which is currently of up to £5,000 in the Magistrates Court, or by an unlimited fine and/or 2 years imprisonment in the Crown Court. Regular fire alarm testing by the Buildings Management Team should be carried out on a regular basis. Testing that the fire shutters, curtains or steel door sets are in full working order and close when they receive the signal from the fire alarm should also be incorporated into these routine fire checks. The UK Home Office's Fire Safety Assessment 5-step checklist looks at the key areas of identifying fire hazards, people at risk, evaluate and act, record, plan and train, review. Regularly performing these procedures should reduce the likelihood of devastating damage in the event of a fire. All our products come with a comprehensive 12-month guarantee, which means your products are guaranteed to work with efficiency and ease. At the end of the 12 months, you will be given the option to extend your warranty for your chosen timespan. Additionally, we operate a 24/7, 365 days a year maintenance and repair service. We provide skilled service and repair engineers to provide responsive and effective solutions. That concludes the main part of this training video. Now let's review the learning goals that we set out at the beginning of this RIBA approved CPD. We have covered the following areas: fire protection products, including fire shutters, fire curtains and smoke curtains, steel door sets. We have educated you further to help you build upon your existing knowledge of the topic of fire protection products, so you will be confident in applying this up-to-date information into your daily work in specifying fire protection products. We have looked at how these products are used to prevent significant fire and smoke damage in the event of fire, save lives, and the associated regulations and legislation. We have talked about the ways in which you can use these products to meet these legal requirements. We have detailed the technical difference between the products, as well as bespoke specifications, aesthetics, accessibility, sustainability, and energy performance. We have advised you on the process of how to specify the right product for the right application, inappropriate applications, and discussed essential long-term maintenance. We hope that you have enjoyed this training from HAG Ltd, the door specialist today. Please look out for our next CPD training material, which will include steel doors, industrial doors, and roller shutters. You will now move on to the assessment questions to check your understanding of the material covered today.